Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, and thank you very much, Bunny. And it is our great pleasure to be here today. And it's so lovely to see all these lovely faces. Very nice to meet you, and good morning. So for today, we'll share one of our very early stage planned project, which focuses on the smart textile design for healthy aging. And so for today, I'll give you a very quick overview about the what is the big idea of our project. And then I will show you some examples of the existing smart healthcare related products in the market. And then my colleague Kai, she will give you some other examples which focus on the application of smart textile in healthcare. And then after that, we'll move to the discussion part. The topic, so for our current project, we focus on inclusive smart textile product and service design for healthy aging. What we mean for inclusive is we aim to design something which can be suitable and useful for different type of users, such as the people with different disabilities, and people in a different stage of aging, and also for different gender and people with different culture backgrounds. We want to design a product which can be useful and easy to be used by all different type of older peoples in the UK. So for our project, we focus on understanding aged over 60 plus people's healthcare needs at home. So we focus on how to support older people to have a better quality of life. And we're using 60 plus because we try to understand what is or are the needs from the transition between before retirement and after retirement. And also, in order to provide this inclusive design, for different type of older peoples, we will consider about their different age, different gender, different income level, different location, and different aesthetic backgrounds, and what are their different needs of healthcare and how we can better support them by using smart textiles. So why we're choosing smart textiles? So smart textiles can bring lots of benefit to the healthcare. So the main three key benefit from smart textiles are the monitoring functions and for support communication, and also it allowed the product to be designed as a wearable product. So from the monitoring perspective, smart textile can monitor people's body temperature and about people's breath. So by monitoring those data, the doctors will be able to provide early warning or to suggest some treatment based on the monitoring data. And for communication, so when people wearing a smart t-shirt, and the data can be collected through the smart t-shirt, and then the data, the information of people's temperature and the breath and heartbeat can be sent to the doctor's computer. And then from that, and the system might send a warning message to say, oh, this patient's heartbeat is, is too quick. And then the doctor can make actions accordingly. And from the wearable features, smart textiles allowed us to put those monitors as part of people's clothes, and also include furnitures at home, and also bedding materials like the bed sheet or duvet or pillow. So by combining those different formats, it allowed us to provide a consistent and and more accurate data to reflect people's health. So that is kind of the reasons why we're interested to work with smart textile technologies. So at the moment, we kind of are thinking there might be a 4 type of disabilities or diseases we want to focus. One is focus on the mobility issues, like people on wheelchairs, or people use like walking support, and how to prevent falls or accidents at home, and how we can better support people have cardiac diseases. And also the last one is for, like, for example, if people have a diabetes type of disease, and they have the skin problems about the pressure, so how we can better monitor that. Because like for diabetes people, they have like the feet might not sensitive as before, so how to monitor there's any changing of their like skins on the feet. And also we focus on how to provide prevention, early warning, and the treatment to people. So those are the kind of current 4 type of diseases and disabilities we want to explore further, but we need to kind of narrow down. So that is a kind of one of the discussion point is which type of diseases or disabilities we should focus. So that is kind of very quick overview of the background about why we want to explore smart textiles for healthy aging purpose to support people's healthcare needs. So based on this topic, and we had a review about what are the products available in the market. So there are several many products which could be categorized to support people's like from the structure perspective, like to support ankle and foot, leg, and knees without sensors. And there are products to focus on the pain relief, and some of them are using heating and warmth functionalities. And then the rest are using smart technologies and the digital systems. So here are some examples. So this one, they've using the kind of the coolant system to use like the cold or ice water put into this like socks, and then they put that on people's feet to release the pain and to and also support the treatment. There's another similar one, and that is to provide support to people's knee. And this glove have the function about like heating up and also provide vibration to help people when they have like problems with their hands, and also for the pain relief. So this is another glove which allowed the system to collect the data from people's hand movement, and then the data can be collected and monitored, and to provide more information to the doctors or the GP. And also you can, this kind of like a monitor, like a remove control type of thing, and you can increase or decrease the level of the electricity, on the glove, and then that will kind of help the pain relief. And this one is kind of it has a patch which you put on your skin, and this is also for the pain relief function. And this is for like the heating up blanket you put on your sofa, is to help people to warm up. And for this heating system has been designed into different formats, like for the feet and for the back and for the shoulder. And this one is to help to monitor people's like walking or running, if they've kind of put the similar pressure across the different areas on the feet, or they might have like slight kind of more on one side. And this is a sleep analysis, and this helps to monitor people's quality of sleep. And this is a blood pressure monitor and a heart rate monitor, which allowed people to kind of link the monitor with smartphones. So the smartphones will collect all the data and record the data. So people don't need to write it down to a like notebook to make record. And this is a kind of more smart home design, which include like smart plugs, monitors, and sensors. So you put the different sensors like in the door or on the bed or on this the socket, electronic socket for the kettle. So then the system will be able to monitor like how often people use to boil a water, and how often they open the door for the fridge to pick up the food. And if people go to the toilet and, when they open the door to get in and when they come out. So in the chance if people get in but not come out, then there might be a warning sign. So then, the warning message might be sent to the family or to the care or to the GP for following up action. Okay, and this is to test about the blood pressure and also about the oxygen level in the blood. And this one also can be linked with a smartphone. Okay, so those are the current examples. So now I will hand over to my colleague Kai, and she will give you some more examples focused on the smart textile.
Thank you very much to having us today. Yuanyuan has talked about the product available for healthcare, and my research is mainly focused on electronic textiles, which means how we could integrate those functions to our everyday clothing, because clothes is comfortable, breathable, soft, and if we embedded those functions into clothing, we don't need to wear a separate piece. Which will improve the user compliance and also just make it easier. So here are some examples. For example, this heating jacket and clothing can lighting up, and those with the sensor clipped, for example, a bra, which can measure the activity like a heartbeat, oxygen level. And on the bottom is also electronic sensors embedded into textile for monitor, for example, the baby health, heart rate, oxygen level, which can share with parents. And the shocks with the temperature sensor embedded to provide early warning to any infection. And the last one is a short with electronic electrode embedded to exercise the muscle, to strengthen muscle. And next one, please, Yuanyuan. So the application I worked here are some example. One is for stroke rehabilitation. Stroke is one of the leading causes of disability, which can lead to a lot of long-term conditions, and one of those are mobility, for example, the up or lower limb weakness, which can affect their independence. So the way it works is we print a component which called electrode, which can send the safe current, which is just when I say current, don't get panic. It is very low level, which is safe to use. Which will stimulate the nerve to contract the muscle, enable people to do the movement. We all know if we don't know how to do something like sport, we exercise, we practice more, we get better. So it works the same. So through the artificial kind of movement generated through the electrodes, people can do the exercise which they otherwise can't do. By doing more, they relearn the lost skills, improve the movement. So this is for the stroke rehabilitation. And the next one is for pain relief. Again, it is another big problem, which is knee joint pain, mainly caused by the wear and tear of the knee joints, the osteoarthritis. Again, the pain could lead to kind of reduced movement and also reduced quality of life. People become more inactive, which could lead to other disease associated with the inactive lifestyle. And so for this one, we use the electrode, again, sense the safe level of current, which can interfere the pain signal transferably. Therefore, people won't feel the pain. They can to do more exercise, which is beneficial to build the muscle strength. For the next one is monitoring. We know if people know how they are getting on, if they know some useful information to tell them the outcome or what they achieved, they will be motivated to do more. So in this one, for example, if we included the sensing in a very thin, long yarn form, which can be woven into the textile, you can't even see it. It can monitor the joint function, which people can access those data through their phones. They know how they are getting on, and those data can also be shared with the healthcare professional. So that's 3 examples about the work we are doing. So it's for stroke rehabilitation, pain relief, and monitoring.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. So before we move to the next slide, which will show you the question for discussion, can I ask if there's any questions?